Give me a minute. Oh, okay, good. I gotta shut my bedroom door. There's nothing out there for you, Mr. Man. Shirley, I want to know how Keith liked the pens, and I need him to check them to see if they are writing okay and not stopping and then having to scribble on paper and restart, because if they are, I need to redo them. It's not the pen itself, it's an error on... Okay, good. I was going to say it's an error on my part. Okay. Oh, good. I have a package. There's a package here for you, by the way. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to come on. Yesterday was extremely rough. Very rough day. So, yeah. Okay, no problem. It fit in my mailbox, so why he didn't put it in your mailbox is beyond me. He put it in mine. I'm like, really? Well, too bad you can't just be like, if it'll fit in my mailbox, put it in there, but if not, bring it to her house. I mean, it doesn't make sense to put it in my mailbox if it fits and not yours if it fits. And I think your mailbox is bigger than mine. Oh, well. I'll work. If you follow me on YouTube, I am live on YouTube and I am going over updated medical situation. I will not be posting it here. It's on YouTube. Period. So I'm live now. You can go over if you want to. Where is everybody? Oh, she did say in a little bit. She's probably at work. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It says I have 2 people on. Who else is on? Say hello. I swear sometimes nobody's really there. They just make it look like you have somebody watching. Mm. I'm going to ask Em about how long she thinks she'll be. How long do you think you'll be before you can get on my live? I figure you won't mind the little pause before we start talking because you're doing PT with Corey. It'll help you concentrate on him. No problem. Oh, see? I came in handy with the makeup holder. Whoever's on, please say hi. I will get into the topic of this live in just a few minutes. I want to give everyone else a chance to get on. I am going to state that yesterday's appointment was an extremely stressful, anxiety-ridden appointment. What should have taken an hour took almost 4. But not for the reasons that you're probably thinking. I don't want you to think anything bad. For me, it was bad. But I'll get into that in a minute. I might just go into the story since Emily doesn't know if she'll be able to come on. And I can't reach the others right now. I usually like to try and wait till I have 2 people that are actually talking in the comments in the feed. That way we have a good conversation and stuff. I don't think this video will be very long unless I start crying again, but we shall see. Yeah, they can view it later. Wait another few minutes and then I'll go on. Really? I'd like to know what happened to it. Okay. All right. Next. Next. If you follow me on YouTube, Team Julie's Triple C's, Cancer Crafts Crops. I might even do a live on my Instagram. I haven't ever done that, so that'll be fun. And before I forget, hi, Corey. Keep working those legs, buddy. Get stronger and do better. All right, so let's see what happens here. I'll go live on this too. There. Live on tube. Oh, okay. And live on Insta. So I don't know how Insta works, if I can be live for a certain amount of time or if I have to stop. So are you able to watch now, Shirley, or... Okay. So before I start with what the main video is, people on Instagram, I am also live on my YouTube channel, Team Julie's Triple C's, Cancer Crafts and Crops. So on that channel, I have the title. Basically, I forgot what I put as the title. Basically, it's just an update from yesterday's oncology appointment. And I had already told them that it was a very, very stressful, anxiety-ridden day. So, okay. I have to chew on the mints or I'm going to cry. But first, so I am learning to make notebook covers. This is the front. This is the back. Don't mind that piece. I haven't filed it yet. But that being said, I realized that when I had the one set, and a set is this size, the next size up, and the size above that. Hi, honey. And I only could do one at a time, so I'd have to wait 24 hours for this one to be done and then make this one. The problem with that is, even though you're thinking you're putting in the right amount for the next one, there's a difference. There's a difference in the pigment, and you don't realize it until after it's cured. I'm going to get into that. So, let me tell you about today's day really quick, and then I will tell you about yesterday's not good day. My husband and my daughter were able to go see my mother-in-law for the first time in a year. She is in an assisted living facility, aka a nursing home. And because of COVID, nobody's allowed to visit. They just opened up visitation this week. It was supposed to be last week, but unfortunately, one of the nurses came down with COVID and they had to do all the sanitation and everything. So, but they only allow 2 people per person. You have to wear a mask. You have to stay 6 feet apart. You're not allowed to hug them or touch them or whatever. But you get to talk to them. So when it was almost over, their visit, and it's only a half an hour long, but when it was almost over, I got to thinking, wait a minute, I can see her too. Video chat. So I got to video chat with her for a minute. So that was pretty awesome. I'm super excited for that. And then we went to my mom's to drop off her very belated Christmas/birthday presents, because Christmas and then birthday is New Year's Eve. And I got my shot in my left knee last week. Thanks. She was so happy. I got my shot in my left knee last week, so I've been doing a little more walking around the inside of the house a little bit. And then when I take the dogs out, I do a lap around my house. So I did that today, took a lap around the house today before we left to go see Daryl's mom. And then after we dropped the stuff off to my mom, we decided to go to Hobby Lobby. We always make sure the dogs go pee before they go anywhere in the stores. I'm thinking, my legs are feeling really good. I can walk, and I didn't walk at a very normal pace, but I was able to walk without limping and being in pain. Before we got to the middle of the store, Pixie pooped in it. Yeah, she did. However, We thought it was because she was nervous because she's never been in a store that big before. So it was a lot of new things, a lot of new surroundings and stuff. And the employees, we asked the employee if we could have paper towel. Well, first, we saw the employee, and then she was able to see the poo on the floor, and she looked very upset. And I'm like, oh, shit. Got an upset employee. Okay. So Selena and I were thinking, oh, we might just have to go because Pixie's probably having anxiety in the store, so we have to work on her with that. That's why she's a service dog in training. And I'm like, well, she didn't go poop for me this morning. Did she go poo for you on your walk when I was in therapy? She's like, no. I'm like, and she didn't poop before we came in, so that is why she pooped. But we asked the employee for paper towels and cleaner. Well, she came back with paper towels and cleaner in a bag, big garbage bag. She thought she was going to have to clean it. And she's like, all right, thank you for letting us know. I go, my daughter's like, no, we clean it ourselves. It's our dog. Our dog did the accident. We will clean it. That way you don't have to. And Selena had already picked it up in our very wonderfully scented bags. Shirley, you know about the bags because we've brought them over to your house before. The green, I don't have them here right now, but they smell of lavender, and they really do mask the scent of poop. So Selena picked it all up, used 2 bags, and then the store was going to take it for us, and we're like, no, we also bring it out of the store because that's what a proper pet owner should do if their dog goes poo in a store or even pee. Make sure you have bags on you when you go places, and don't bring pets into a store, even though I guess Hobby Lobby and Joann's are now both pet friendly. And I told the manager that that's actually kind of upsetting because that means people can bring in untrained public access dogs that are dog aggressive, and people that bring in those types of dogs don't realize that if their dog attacks a service dog, the service dog handler can and most likely will sue you for medical bills for the dog, but then can and should sue you for loss of a very important medical equipment, because that's what service dogs are. They are medical equipment. It's kind of a very sad way to say it, but they are. But we told her we clean up. It's not often that our dogs have an accident in the store. And if they do have an accident, as Selena and I were discussing before they came back with the paper towels and the cleaner, it's our fault, not the dog's fault. Yeah. So Selena and I were like, yeah, that's our fault. So got it all situated, all cleaned up, and I went over to the resin aisle. That's when my good idea of stopping at Hobby Lobby turned into a very bad and kind of scary idea. I know I'm doing it backwards. Today's update and yesterday's after today's. I was doing good, and I was walking very slow, and we were stopping and looking at things, so it wasn't like I was continuously walking in the store. And we were there maybe, and I do mean maybe 10, 15 minutes, by the way. Hi, Alex. How are you? So, I was looking at the resin stuff, and I had bent down to look at the stuff that was on the lower shelf that I did end up getting. I wanted to show everybody what I got today, too. And, oh, there it is. I can. I'll show that in a minute. I was looking at stuff that were down on the bottom shelf, like these. I'm actually getting into that. And I'm sorry that you're tired. Thank you for watching my video, though. I stood up and thank God Selena had come back from where she was looking. She went to another aisle to look for something. She had come back, and thank God she did. Because as I stood up, I don't know if any of you know what POTS is, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. It basically, you can pass out from it. Well, I stood up, and if you stand up too quickly, which I did not, by the way, if you stand up too quickly, you know how you get lightheaded and you're like, whoa, and then you catch your bearings, and then you're good. Picture that with legs shaking and falling backwards as you're trying to catch your balance. Selena had to catch me several times. I finally held on to her. And then I had her bring me over to the shelf so I could hang on to the shelf. And I stayed in that aisle for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then we had to go. And we paid for our merchandise. The lady that was ringing us out, she's like, "Are you okay?" Because I was literally like trying not to fall backwards, and Selena would catch me. And then came the leg pain, my knee pain. So much for that shot working. That shot lasted a week. I'm not going to go by today because today was just a fucked up day along with yesterday. So between all the walking I did yesterday and everything that I had to do yesterday, plus today, I probably overdid it. Yes, Shirley, you have that. Excuse me. I haven't passed out yet, but I get very lightheaded and off balance is the only way I can put it. So before we left the store, I did purchase a few things. So I mentioned the notebook thing. Well, now I can make both sides of the notebook at the same time using the same exact resin concoction I made. So they're both the same or almost identical. I don't remember everything I got. I know I got these 3. I thought I got something else too. I don't remember. I know I got Selena something like this, but it's clear acrylic and like a white up here. So there's that. And I found amazing. I do not like this brand of epoxy. The bubbles are not easy to pop. Yes, it cures great, but the bubbles it creates is horrible. So I'm going to work on ways to limit the bubbles and figure out how to pop them to where there's not a lot. And I will show you why I'm irritated with that brand. Let's see. I don't think they're on these ones. Nope. Nope, not these. Okay. Maybe I won't show you. Sorry. You're SOL. Oh, no. Okay. So, see that pile right there? That little section right there. That little section right here. Well, if you were able to look at this, it looks like it's all glittered. But a lot of what you're seeing is those bubbles right there. Yay! That's so awesome. I'm so happy for you. That's so awesome. So needless to say, I don't really like that brand. But I watch a YouTube couple that does a lot of resin stuff, and they purchased this brand mold putty so I can make my own molds. So if I want to make a name, I can make my own name a mold or something. I don't know. So I got that too. A normal size bracelet and a huge ass wide bracelet. And then tons of ring molds, different sizes. So there's that. I'm super excited about those. And then a complete another set of notebook molds. Hold on a second, because I'm saying that I want to get the others. Wash them down. I gotta get gotta go to Dollar Tree and get the 2-gallon bags. And yes, you heard me right. They do make in a size bigger than gallon bags, and it's a 2-gallon bag, and it is at Dollar Tree. So I have this that can just be like, I gotta clean it too. I can make a pad of paper instead of a notebook, or I don't know, anything with that. It's just a mold. But in here, I will undo it in a minute, is one of these, which is an average notebook size. The next size down, this size. And then the next size down, this size. So it's very hard to make a front and back when you only have one mold to do it. So now I have the molds made. And super excited too, because what I paid for this is less than what I paid for that, and or about the same as what I paid for that. And what else is in this kit minus a couple of things. So get these out. and I'll show you those in a minute. I will get on to yesterday's story. I'm trying to work my way up to it because I'm still having very bad anxiety from it. Aww. Oh, I'm sorry you're miserable. You're supposed to be happy. It's like supposed to be the time of your life. In this kit, you get 5 pipettes, and I hate these things. These ones might work. These seem pretty sturdy, but they don't suck up like they're supposed to. And I have a ton of them. So we'll add those to the stash. I am ordering syringes that are made for glue and resin, since resin is a glue. So I am going to be ordering those. But oh shit, I forgot to wash these down with rubbing alcohol. What? Well, I don't have to wash these down with rubbing alcohol. It's the packages I wash down with rubbing alcohol. So now, oh. Oh, that one looks, oh no, okay. Okay. So now, uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I'm not freaking out now. Okay. At least for this one. Hold on. Okay. You're going to see something that I saw and started to freak out. What did you see? The new one is smaller, but the surface of this, the notebook surface, is the same size. So I'm okay. I almost freaked out there for a minute. So there's that one. Dare I? Oh, you can definitely tell they're differently made too. Please be the same. Please be the same. Please be the same. Please be the same. Okay, good. They're good. Now I have 2 of those, so I can make a front and back. Yes, it was, because they're brand new. I love resin crafting. I can't wait for you to be able to come over on craft day Sundays and be able to resin and do crafts with us. It's me, Selena, and my friend Christy. And then I do a lot of the little notebooks. So line up the little holder where the holes are going to be. Yep, they're the same. So now I have 2. They're brand new, so they haven't been used. So yeah, they are stuck that bad. Yes. I know, it's like, what? No way. Can't be that bad. Yup. Alrighty, so please fit that. You're gonna have to go in this one. So the other night, I think I made the Mickey Mouse keychains while I was live too. And it also comes with these. Excuse me. Well, they're stuck to, there we go. That's for, I think, now that I put them away. All right, so it can be for either of the 2 big ones. Got that. And then a ton of the littler ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't think the little one has that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So that's good. These will cover one notebook, and these will cover the other 2. So that works. Good. So there's that. And the first set that I got actually came with, what was in this bag? Oh, this stuff. Duh. I just took them out, stupid. The first set that I got came with these and the pipettes and stuff, but it only came with, this bookmarker, and this little ruler. Okay. Now, I didn't get these 3 in with this one. However, okay, see, these are new, so, these are going to come apart easily. Paw print. And on the bottom, it has a little knot thing. That you can either make it a keychain thing for your, or you can put tassel or ribbon or whatever on it. So this is the paw print. I'm not happy with some of these companies that do this though, and I'll show you in a minute. The bear. The rabbit. The wascoey rabbit. Okay. The whale. Or dolphin. I think it's a whale though. Yeah, it's a whale. And the kitty cat. Now these are cute, but there's one missing. Can you guys figure out which one would be missing if they have the cat? And yes, I don't know why, but it does annoy me. Okay, now on to yesterday's. Okay, so before I go into yesterday's, I'm actually going to show you what I made the other day while we were on live on YouTube. Okay, so where Daryl's mom is, one of the ladies comes from AFOL daily, I think, or once a week or whatever. And she is a Disney fan like yours truly. So Daryl's mom asked if I would make her some keychains. So you can't see it. I'm going to fix that tonight. I'm going to put a color in there so you can see it, but it's moon and stars. Oh, there we go. There's that for you to see. The only part I didn't like was this. So what I should have done is done the blue, waited for it to harden, trim this section off, and then done the black. So, yeah. Oh, good. You can see the moon and stars perfectly. So, but it still looks really cute. So there's that. I just got to put a keychain in there. those are pretty strong. I'm hoping that I get my Sophie and Toffee subscription box and it has UV resin in it, because I just want to add UV resin around the top part right here to where it can connect into here and set it with the light that I have. That way it makes it a little bit firmer so it doesn't bend so easy. So there's that one. And then we have the Mickey Mouse, good old Mickey Mouse, and the UV resin I want to use on these next ones. The next two I'm going to show you for the same reason as that, but you're going to see a big difference in this one compared to the big one. It moves very easily, so we don't want that. I don't want this to break on her. So there's that one. Here's the Minnie Mouse, and same with the Mickey Mouse one there. I should have done that with the red too. These are ones that you want to do with UV resin, or at least the different colored part. So there's the Minnie Mouse one. And then everyone's favorite, the Disney Mickey Mouse shaped ice cream. So there are those. Girl, I can make you anything. So yeah, there are those. All right. I'm procrastinating because when I say yesterday was stressful, by last night, I thought Daryl was going to force me to go to the emergency room. Thank you. I'm really trying to avoid, but I do need to update everybody. Okay. It is going to be a trigger warning. For I'm not going to go into details on exactly why for the trigger warning. Just know that some of the discussion, you'll figure out why by some of the discussion. Shirley, I think I've discussed it with you before, but I'm not going to get into details right now about it. But anyway, so usually when I go anywhere, I had Ellie with me everywhere I went, especially to oncology. So obviously I can't bring Ellie anywhere now. So I was going to bring Pixie today or yesterday, and Pixie gets nauseous in the car, but we have a substance that you put on their nose and lips and they lick it, and it's almost like Dramamine for humans, but it acts really fast. But Daryl didn't realize that, and he said, no, just leave her home because I'm going to have to hold on to her and walk around with her. And usually that was true with Ellie, but only when I had to have CT scan. Any other time, like blood work or seeing the doctor, my dog comes in with me. Now, I fired my first oncologist and they put me with head of oncology. And I heard from my old boss when we were working together that he was really, really good at what he does. Obviously, that's why he's now head of oncology. She never told me what he looked like. That being said, I cannot be in the same room as a redheaded man, a naturally redheaded man. When I was abused as a child, most of the abusers were redheaded men. So redheaded men give me anxiety. And it put me into what happened yesterday. I had already been open and honest with the oncologist because I met him obviously before yesterday. So anytime I knew that I was going to be seeing him and not his assistant, I always made sure I had Ellie with me because I could look at Ellie while he's doing his exams and stuff on me. I wanted to bring Pixie yesterday, but my husband said no because, she doesn't like the car and he thought that he was going to have her. By the end of the story, it's kind of good that I didn't bring her. But I needed her. I didn't know I was going to be seeing the oncologist. I thought I was going to be seeing his assistant, and when they did my vitals yesterday, they told me that he would be right in, and I instantly went into panic mode. I didn't let him see it, even though he knows. I had to go into an explanation, and I told him with great detail of if I act strange around him, it's not him per se as a person. It's because of what had happened to me. And you guys can't see it, but I'm shaking. It still brings me, obviously you guys can see it. So I messaged my husband and I said, I really wish you would let me bring Pixie. And I told him why. And he's like, well, just leave. We'll reschedule the appointment. I'm like, honey, I can't do that. This appointment is really important. I'm trying to see this is why I was trying to go through everything else first. So I was messaging him. I messaged my therapist and I'm like freaking out. And she's telling me, all right, use the mental tools that we discussed. And then my husband was trying to send pictures of Pixie, and this was all before the doctor came in. And I'm like, honey, those are really cute, but they're not helping. I need to be able to see her, especially for yesterday's appointment. I haven't said anything to anybody really, but the last 2 times my husband and I have been intimate, I started spotting afterward. And for the past month, I've been having really bad cramps, like period cramps. So I knew yesterday's appointment was going to involve him going closer to my nether region. And because he's a redheaded man, it just brought me really bad anxiety. I was very professional when he came in, and I tried not to tense up because he needed to know where my pain was. And that's where Pixie or even Sam would have come in handy, because Sam is noticing my tension and anxiety, and he'll come over and he'll give me kisses and stuff and help me through it. And Pixie is starting to kind of do the same thing. I don't ever want to be in that position again. I've never seen him without my service dog with me. And he's never had to go any lower than, just below my belly button. And he had to go almost below the panty line. And I didn't have Pixie to look at. And nobody could come in because nobody's allowed in because of COVID. So you're not allowed to have anybody come in and be with you. Sorry, I didn't mean to cry. I was hoping I wouldn't, but I haven't been able to talk about it without crying because it just... I know he's not a person that hurt me. He's a safe guy. But growing up, I never had a redheaded safe guy. Anytime a redheaded man went near my panty line, it always went further and it was much worse. He was doing his job, so I stayed professional the best I could. I just talked to him and I was trying to get out of there, but I needed to discuss what was going on. Yeah, Daryl felt really bad. He felt really bad. He wanted me to leave because I was really upset. But I needed to get it done. And I was explaining to the doctor really fast everything that I've been going through over the past month and a half, between the cramps that feel like period cramps and the past few months. I have been sweating over everything. and I do mean sweating, I would unload the dishwasher. By the time I got done unloading the dishwasher, it'd be dripping in sweat. And that's not normal. And normally I'm fine. I can be in the same room with him alone with my dog, because that's what they're there for. Service dogs are there for. I have severe PTSD. I have clinical depression. I have bad anxiety. These are all things that are documented I have because of my past. Thanks, Olivia. Olivia says, take your time, honey, it's okay. And she said, I'm sorry that happened. And Shirley says, dogs are wonderful at redirecting your thoughts. And Pixie really is, and I wanted to start training her to get used to going to the oncology office. Yesterday was just a fluke. I was supposed to see his assistant. So I thought I was going to be okay. I mean, if I had it my way, I would have brought her. But with everything that I told him that's been going on, he does seem a little concerned. Because A, I'm not supposed to be spotting. And B, I'm not supposed to be cramping. So he is concerned about that. So he's scheduling me for a CT scan, and he wanted to make sure that I had an appointment with my gynecological oncologist, which I do next Wednesday. And next week is going to be such a stressful week because it's going to be the 1-year anniversary of losing Ellie. That part of the appointment was stressful. Well, then I needed to get blood work. That's not stress. That's not cry-inducing. I'm sorry, guys. I don't like to cry on video. Well, I needed blood work. And I only have really one good vein. Occasionally, you might be able to find 2 others in this hand. My arms, you can't find it unless you go way back here, which most nurses don't know. They don't think to go way back there. Usually it's the head of nurses that would know that. But, or they access my port. Well, I needed my port flushed. Anyway, so they were going to do a blood draw through my port. Three hours later, I'm going to say the name of the medicine that goes in to clean the port, Keflex or something like that. I had 2 of those. And they couldn't get a blood draw. They couldn't get blood. When you go to clean a port, you have to be able to see blood. I know that sounds creepy and weird, but that's how they know that it's working. My port is going to be 6 years old, so I may have to have it taken out and a new one put in on this side. But with everything yesterday, I almost ended up in the emergency room last night because my chest pain was a 10 million. That was a 10. But before I get to that, sorry guys. So between heparin and the saline, they had to keep pushing and then pulling, not pulling it out of my port, but pulling the syringe, pushing the fluid in, pulling the syringe, pushing more fluid in, pulling the syringe, and they would keep getting fluid and push it in, push it in. This was happening for 2.5, 3 hours. I was supposed to have a mammogram and ultrasound yesterday at 4 o'clock. Needless to say, I canceled that, even though I was out of there by 1:30. But by the time they got done with this, Olivia, you might be too young to have experienced a mammogram. So if you haven't yet, I'm going to go and explain. It's not as painful as a lot of people say it is. It's just discomfort. But when you have all that stuff happen to one area, I'm saying one area, my port is right here. And what happens is you got a machine that is like a vice. And you have to keep your arm up like this on each side. This side would have been fine. You have to keep your arm up like this. And then the machine comes down and you're, sorry, Alex, TMI, or any male that's going to be watching this, but you place your bare boob up on the shelf. I'm going to call it shelf. And then the other part of it comes down and it slides down. Now, mind you, my port is right here. This area is extremely tender of 3 hours pushing and pulling, pushing and pulling, pushing and pulling, pushing and pulling. So if I had gotten the mammogram yesterday, it would have pushed and it just would have been extremely painful and it would have made my chest hurt really bad. And at the time, my chest wasn't hurting. So I wanted to avoid that. I'm still shaking. I know it doesn't sound like I'm having a lot of anxiety right now, but I am. I'm trying to talk it out. So much for not wanting it to be a long video, 1 hour and 8 minutes. Plus. And then after the mammogram, I was supposed to have an ultrasound. So that's more pushing. And with the ultrasound, they get up pretty close to my port. So it just be more pushing. And I wasn't going to deal with that. So I canceled and rescheduled for April 8th. Well, I got home. When we went out to lunch. My hubby brought me out to lunch. The poor man was waiting in the parking lot almost the entire time. He went shopping for a few minutes first. Oh, I wouldn't want it to catch my clavicle bone. No. I'm already in enough effing pain. I don't need any more. But so he went shopping briefly and then came back in the parking lot. See, the whole thing should have taken no more than an hour. No more than an hour. I was there for almost 4. Yeah, so it usually doesn't squeeze the port, but it catches really close underneath and starts pushing down. And since this whole area around my port was very tender, I wasn't taking chances. So no. So he came back from the store and waited in the parking lot. So about 12:30, he messaged me and said he was going to go home, eat lunch, bring the dogs out, and I was to call him because by the time when he messaged me, we were thinking I was going to be out of there at 2 because we were waiting for the medicine that cleans the port from the gooey stickiness sometimes is what happens when it doesn't want to get blood. We had to wait both times for it to work, see if it worked. And it takes usually a half hour to an hour of sitting. So we figured I'd be out of there by 2. So he was going to come back at 2. Yeah, 1 o'clock comes around and the second dose of Keflex, whatever it's called, I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong, was in. And so they had been in for a little bit. So she was trying to get a blood draw and nothing was happening. And she went after heparin after heparin after heparin after saline. And it's like, oh my gosh, they really were trying. So it just wasn't working. It wasn't cooperating. Thank you for the hearts, honey. So I text Daryl, I'm done. He's like, I just walked through the door. Like, I'm sorry. So he had to turn around and come back. So yeah, I felt bad for him there. But we got home after lunch and fed the dogs because whenever Daryl goes to Mandy's, it's a mom and pop restaurant style. They do subs and pizzas and stuff. I'm telling people on Instagram. I only have 1 minute and 20 seconds left for my live on here, Olivia, so you're going to lose me. I'm not going to really tell much of anything after this anyway. Oh no. That's not good. I hope you pass it. My goodness, she's got to go for her 3-hour glucose test. Ugh. So anyway, I laid down for a little bit and getting ready to go and play a board game with Daryl, and I started feeling pain coming on in my chest, and I'm like, oh boy. And I couldn't take anything because I had already taken it, and I had to wait an hour and a half, 2 hours. Within minutes, the pain was so bad, I was bawling. It hurt so bad. I honestly thought he was going to force me to hold on. Sorry. Hold on. I want to. Oh, never mind. No, I do not want to share. Okay. I'll just do that. Whatever. Okay. Sorry. Next. No, I just want to go live again. Oh, crap. I'll have to. Whatever. Okay. Oh, there you are. Good. I was like, oh no, I lost her. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So I was just crying and crying and crying. And I decided to take, I can't take Percocet because it has Tylenol. I'm not supposed to take Tylenol because of the fact that I have liver disease. Excuse me, I'm not supposed to take ibuprofen or Tylenol because I have liver disease and something going on with my kidneys. Nothing really bad yet with the kidneys, but it is something. What in the world are you doing? Yeah. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oops. He knows what I have. Is that not funny? Let's see. Oh, Princey Pooh, I'm so glad that you making me laugh, dude. Grandma needed to laugh. Okay, sorry guys. Let me chew my gum. I'm gonna give him his treat, so while I'm doing that, I'll talk to you guys too, so. Oh, sorry. That didn't show anything, did it? Oh my god. But it did not subside. The pain did not subside until this morning. So needless to say, I was up all night. And then had to do the stuff today that we did. So now, not only does my chest hurt, not as anywhere as bad as last night, but my knees hurt really bad, mainly the left one that I just got the shot in. I'm coming. Come on, get up there. He's like, human, you're not going fast enough. Dude. Mom. Here you go. Shirley, did you try this one with your cat yet? Or the dogs? Dude. All right, ready? Sit. 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 Sit down. Oh, that's about as good as you get. Okay, ready? High five. Here. High five. Come on. You can do it. High five. Princey, high five. Come on. High five. High five. High five. Come on. High five. Good boy. He's like, man, I want it. I mean, he's not sure about my lap. Your cat might be a little finicky with it first, but once he gets used to it, I hope he acts like Princey does with it. Like, oh, you got my yogurt. All right, ready? Fist bump. Fist bump. Good boy. Good boy. All right, kisses. Thank you. Oh, yeah. The dogs do too. So, needless to say, between yesterday and today, hopefully tomorrow and Friday will be okay because I am getting the COVID shot tomorrow. And I have a very bad immune system. Shouldn't say very bad because thankfully I haven't gotten. Hey, it's not done yet. Here. There you go. Good boy. I haven't. Thanks, Shirley. Oh, that's awesome. And of course, it has to be at night, right? Excuse me. Oh. Thank you guys for supporting me through my cry fest there. When I got home yesterday, Daryl and I were on the bed. Pixie was between us, and then Sam came up. Like Pixie was at our feet. Sam came up in between us at the head because I was telling Daryl how bad I felt at the doctor's. So, yeah, that was Selena's favorite time too. Yeah, I don't know what kind I'm getting. Daryl got not the M1, the PH one, I think, Pfizer, whatever. So they do two of them, the M1 and the Pfizer here. And I heard the ones, some people are having some mild to severe reactions to the M1. Daryl had his first shot up in Plattsburgh of the Pfizer, I want to say it is. And he's been fine. I'm worried about tomorrow because of my health just not cooperating. So, I know sometimes I feel like a burden, and it's like I put too much on everyone, and yeah. So anyway, I'm hoping that I don't have a reaction or a bad reaction. So I'm gonna have to probably stay there for half an hour. Because me being a cancer patient and then having all my other health issues on top of that, they're probably gonna want to see if I have a reaction. Though quite a few people on my Ehlers-Danlos thread have had some pretty funky reactions. Funky bad, not funky. It's a little funky weird. It's funky bad. Some have broke out in huge hives all over their bodies. Some have swelled up really bad. So, it's going to be tricky, to say the least. It's not recommended for pregnant people, or it is recommended for pregnant people? Well, my daughter doesn't think that she's going to get it, but it's all going to depend on how I do tomorrow, and also her allergy test on Monday, because her lovely milk allergy seems to be coming back. I think we discussed this the last live. So fun. So she's gonna wait to see how I do, and then her allergy test. But Daryl got it. He's an essential worker. So I figured that that's what she meant, but I wanted to make sure. Oh no, I don't blame you. I'm supposed to have the flu shot and the pneumonia shot. I didn't take the pneumonia shot, which I probably should have. Like weeks ago, before getting the COVID one. Considering, people have pneumonia a lot this time of year, so and that's a big part of COVID. So, but with my husband being an essential worker, he decided that he was going to get it, especially if he's going to go and visit with his mom and stuff, and me. I'm at extremely high risk. So he wants to make sure that I'm safe. And I found out from all my doctors, minus the geneticist, that I can take the shot. So which one is that one again? Julie needs to pay attention. You're age eligible for the COVID shot? No, you're not. Shut up. You are not. I'm confused, girl. So I reached for this to take a drink. This is a resin mixing cup. My drink is over here. Dumbass. So you've had the COVID shot already, both of them? Oh, okay. I was like, what? What's age eligible for pneumonia shot? I was going to say, because you are not age eligible for COVID. No way. Ugh. I got to get different hair ties. These are worn out. So, I'm a hairstylist. I don't have any hair ties. You're right. I have a bazillion of them. They're in my room. You didn't get the flu shot? I'm going to color this part of my hair all teal. So this here should hopefully soon be teal. Shingles, pneumonia, shot. Not COVID yet. Okay. Over 50 for the pneumonia shot? Yeah. I'm not healthy, so that's why I have to do the pneumonia shot. But I haven't yet. Probably should. So I guess from what I've been hearing, they're thinking that, with enough people getting the COVID shots, not everybody has to get them, obviously, but with enough people getting them and people start doing the mask wearing or, social distancing and being safe, but with opening up the states right now with no requirement of masks, that's gonna fucking probably set us back. But we'll see. But they think that a majority of the states and stuff should be able to get somewhat back to normal by summer. So Daryl's band is going to be playing a little bit. I don't know if dancing is going to be allowed yet, but I think if they're going to be opening the states with no mask mandate and no social distancing, dancing shouldn't be illegal. Wow, dancing is illegal right now. Whew. Damn. Sometimes I wish my hair would stay this way, but I'll do it like this. And then I'll take the middle and, well, I can't right now, but squish it down. And I have a poo. All right, Olivia, look at my girl's picture here. Does she look like she's going to be 59? And if you saw her in person, you'd be like 45, 49 maybe, but not no fucking 59. My girl looks good. Excuse me. I gotta buy more resin. Yeah, I'm just gonna toss. No, I'm gonna keep these. Oh, okay. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, I'll probably stay on maybe 15 minutes to a half hour more. I'm gonna start. My legs are hurting, so excuse me. I don't know, but personally, I think that when people are on and stay on for your entire life and not say hello, I think it can be kind of rude. I don't know. Is that just me? It happens all the time. So, okay. I also want to run something past you guys. Right? See? You don't look that age, girl. All right, I want to make sure I got everything from under there. Yep, I did. Okay. So, girl, you know you don't look that age. Come on. All right, so I'm gonna run something past you guys. Selena likes my idea. I started an idea of doing memory hearts for lost pets. And I'm going to show you this one. I think you've seen it before, but I'm not sure. But last night I started brainstorming, and I actually want to do like a mini package deal. I don't know. I don't know if it's a bot or if it's a person. Hi, person. I hope you enjoyed my video. Sorry, it was a very emotional video. I know. But anyway, so I came up with this idea, and then I started brainstorming last night, and I decided I think I want to do a mini package deal. A lot of people don't get their pets cremated. A, it costs a lot of money, and B, sometimes they don't like to have that extra reminder of the pet in the house. Can you guys excuse me a minute? I'm just feeling very weird all of a sudden. It sucks. I can't wear a brassiere because of my chest pain. And wearing one, it doesn't matter what kind, how loose, it makes my chest hurt. Anyway, okay. So when you get your when you do have your pet cremated, you get a little package. Their paw print, the Rainbow Bridge poem. All right, I'll wait to discuss everything until you get back because I need your opinion, both of your opinions. I hope your glucose test goes good when you get it done. Failing it, does that mean that you have gestational, is it gestational diabetes? Diabetes when you're pregnant? Yeah, so I wonder if it's that. My cousin failed it, and it the first time, passed it the second time. Yeah, you're back. Okay. So, Shirley, have you had any pets cremated before? Sorry, that's such a weird way of saying it. I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm an idiot. I'm such a fucking asshole for how I just said that. All right. Focus. Okay. Well, I hope you don't fail it. Sometimes it can just be a fluke. All right. So when you have a pet cremated, if you have them cremated with not by themselves, I don't know how that works. We've had ours by themselves, so we get only their ashes back. Yeah, I hope so too. Good. All right, so you know what I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, what I'm going to mention. So, some people can't afford to have them cremated, you know, or like I said, don't want that reminder in the house. Why are we talking about it? Oh, it's my idea I had. So I want to say this. I was just going to do a heart, and that'd pretty much be it. You know, have a heart. They can send me their loved one's ashes or fur if they had them cremated. And in the heart, it is supposed to be open, so it's supposed to be like a hole, 5 holes. Well, 6 with this one. It's a keychain. But I had this idea where I did a clear resin, and inside we can either have it do little accessories in there, and then put resin in it to cover it, or put little stuff in there, or their ashes, or some of their fur, or something very small that is a memory of them that you want to keep and cherish and not risk losing. If it's small, you can put it in here. And then I subscribe to Sophie and Toffee, so I'm going to get what is called, oh, it's a resin company, by the way, subscription. I'm going to get what is called shaker film. And what it is you can make shaker bottles, which is a bottle that is either filled with a certain oil and has the little doodads in it, and it's like a snow globe, and the shaker film covers the top of it. You use UV resin to seal it to make sure the oil doesn't go out, or you don't have to have oil, and it can just be a shaker toy like that, you know, you can hear them and stuff. So, and I was just going to do the heart, but I started brainstorming the other night. I'm like, all right, well, we will add the Rainbow Bridge poem. So I will add the Rainbow Bridge poem. And then last night, I started brainstorming because I couldn't sleep. Like I said, I was in a lot of pain. So I'm like, well, this one has letters that are sticker letters put on with the year of their birth, and then the year they go over the Rainbow Bridge. So I'm thinking, and allergies, sorry. I'm like, I'm going to try this out on one of my plain hearts that I made and etch the name and etch the date. Do the glass etching. So depending on the color of heart that they want. I call it a memory heart because it's a heart and it's a paw print. But if you look at the one paw print, part of the paw print, it's shaped as a heart as well. I'm like, all right, so I can etch it on there instead because I have a Cricut. So I can make a stencil. And then I'm gonna do the rainbow bridge. And then I started thinking further. While I make the pens, I can make them a resin pen matching the heart and have the animal's name on there with hearts on each side, maybe. And then I started thinking even further. Well, you need something to write on with the pen. Maybe I can include a little mini notebook that don't have the animal's name on it. It just happens to go with the pen. And then with Ellie and Princess, we got scented candles. I'm thinking of making my own candles instead of going and buying expensive candles and adding that. So it's a whole little package because people may want their pet cremated but can't afford it. And they're missing out on the memory part that comes with the cremation. A lot of people don't realize how special that can actually be. I didn't know. I thought we were just getting ashes back and that was it. I didn't know that we got all of these things. And I refused to burn the candles for both of them. Oh, I'm sorry, Liv. You guys like those ideas? Does it sound too corny or like I'm trying to market the deceased pet? But, I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to make a profit of these. I'm just going to at least charge to get back what I put into it. And that's about it. So the person's not able to purchase, having their beloved pet cremated to have them in their home, but they may be able to afford this little small package to remember their pet by. So, if they're able to trim some fur off of their pet, they can send me a little baggie of their pet's fur and I can put it into the heart with a couple of little trinkets and stuff that I have. No, it's perfect. Thank you. Because Selena and I were thinking this, and it's like, some people just can't afford it. And we realize how special it is. I'm going to take a picture of this and show you what we did, because we put new shelving up in my living room for my art stuff and Disney stuff. So, hold on. Please focus. Don't mind the Disney umbrellas, but Okay. So we have a shelf that is dedicated to, try that again, our deceased animals. We did have our rat put down, one of our rats, not the other one, but unfortunately we're going to probably have to put her down. She has a tumor the size, little bigger than a marble on her butt. And it's starting to stretch the skin out to protrude, and she's starting to be a little sluggish, and she's had pneumonia twice. And I told Selena that, she's going on 3 years old, and most rats don't even live that long. She's had a really good life, and I know you don't want to make this decision because the past 5 years have been making this decision. First we lost Princess, and then we lost Ellie, and then we lost Rosie, but we didn't cremate Rosie. We buried Rosie in the backyard with the 20-something gerbils. But this is our memory shelf. Ellie and Princess are not up here. Ellie is on my bed, my headboard, because my headboard has shelves. So she's on my bed. I want her near me. Thank you. And Princess and Prince always sat in the kitchen window. So, and Princess and Prince were kind of close. So we left Princess out in the window so Princey Pooh and her can sit next to each other when Princey Pooh's out there in the window. Thank you. Our rat, and you've seen her, she's so sweet, and I'm going to have a hard time when she goes, yes, we have an albino rat. We had 2, but one was very sick, and we had to have her put down. This one, the most beautiful and amazing, wonderful, kindest rat, I think, ever. She is so sweet. She'll sit on your shoulders, and if the dogs come near her, she'll hide in Selena's hoodie, or if she's on me, she literally comes down and goes in my shirt to be safe. That was all her doing. So that's where she feels safe. They can't see her, so she feels safe. But she started getting cysts a few months ago, and she started to eat the cysts that were under her skin, so she had really bad open sores. So we had to have Dr. David do surgery on her. Yeah, she's so sweet. Let me see if I can find a good picture, Olivia. And Dr. David did the surgery on her, ended up having to go back to get sutures because she chewed the sutures out, and finally she stopped chewing the sutures out, and they were staples, by the way, just saying. And it healed, but the cysts, they're benign. Well, the ones on her side are, they're mobile, they're squishy, they're good, usually. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we got them last year. No, maybe we got him in 2019. But we so the other day we noticed one on her butt, like inside, but in her butt area. But tonight I noticed that the skin was stretching over it. So yeah, so it's growing fast. It's hard and it's not very mobile. So I have a feeling that she might have cancer. I don't know if Selena is gonna want her buried, or if she's gonna want to have her also cremated by herself. I know it seems weird to have a rat spend money having a rodent put down and then possibly have them cremated. But she, like I said, she's not just any rodent. She literally could be an ESA animal. She's just, I'll show you. Give you the example. That's her wanting to give me kisses. It's sad. I don't want to lose her. Not yet. And I know it's time for her, basically, but I still say it's too soon. You know, we've had a lot of bad things happen over the past few months, and she's such a wonderful little girl. Princey doesn't even try and attack her. The dogs, they kind of want lunch. But Daisy or Pixie's getting better with her, and I'm like, sure, now that Pixie's starting to get better with you, you're getting sick, poor baby. I think that's all the pictures I have of her right now. I thought we had more. We do. I gotta look up. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Oh, of course he's getting a snack this late. All right, night, sweetheart. I'm going to be getting off in a minute. I just want to show her a couple more pictures of Daisy May. Yep. We also have a hedgehog. I got to start handling said hedgehog more, because otherwise he gets pissed off and doesn't want me to go near him and touch him. Because hedgehogs usually take to very, very few people. And with hedgehogs, when their quills prick you, they have an enzyme on their quills that make you just itch, 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 itch. I'll show you the hedgehog when we first got him. He liked my husband's side of the bed for some reason. That's my husband's side of the sheet. He's like, yes, please. He's so cute. He is 10 times that size now. He's huge. But, yeah. My goodness. But, actually, Olivia, I think I'm gonna go so I can get this stuff done. My knee is hurting, so I'm gonna take meds again. I'm just waiting for me to be able to take them. Because I can't take them too close together. I'm just looking back and seeing pictures of my Ellie. So yeah, next week's gonna be rough. But I'm gonna let everybody go now. If you liked this video, please give a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe. Please, in the bell, hit the top bell so you can get notification when I either do videos or lives. I'm gonna try not to do lives this long again. I just wanted to let everybody know what's been going on and the stressful day I had yesterday and then today and all of that. So, Olivia, I'm gonna let you guys go. So, peace, love, and happiness to all. Good night.